Hey everybody, thanks for dancing with me. I'm Laura and today we're going to be talking about the Frankie Sixes. Frankie Sixes is a collection of six-count moves frequently danced by Frankie Manning, who is a second-generation Savoy Lindy hopper and a legend. If you don't know this man, you need to look him up. To my knowledge, he never called this collection the Frankie Sixes, and he didn't dance or teach the sequence the same every time. Additionally, other dancers also have sequences that have some overlapping components, such as skater position. In this video, we'll learn what the modern-day Lindy Hop community has come to know as the Frankie Sixes, as well as some shortcuts to maximize dance time and facilitate creativity and the technique to accomplish all of the above. In this video, I'm leading and my friend Molly is going to be following. But first, Patreon. Thank you, people of Patreon, for helping to make this video free for everyone in the world, including you. And if you want to help them out, it's a voluntary subscription and the link is in the description. Okay, the geography and facing of this move can be kind of tricky, so we're going to start with the tuck turn, and then we're just going to shuffle through it. Shuffle with us. For every section, where do we start? Where do we end? Notice when I switch to crosshand. After the tuck turn, in order to get into the second position, skater's position, I stay facing forward and back diagonally into the connection. If you need help with a tuck turn or a six-count pass, I have those videos linked in the description. After the tuck turn, Molly is doing a basic six-count right side pass. When I want to go into skater's position, I move myself on that second triple step. If I don't go all the way to parallel in skaters, for me, that's okay. We're about to exit anyway. Molly doesn't come forward or move to the side. She moves backwards in a line, completing that six-count pass, and I go to meet her. Followers, don't worry about achieving a certain position with your lead. It's a side pass. Keep moving backwards. We need that backwards momentum for the rock step. Now, as the leader, I have to be really clear with my right hand because there's another move that's really similar to this move called the sweetheart or the selfie position or something like that. So I need to make sure that my arm goes above Molly's head so it's obvious that I'm not going for this other move. I'm probably overdoing it. Molly doesn't need that much clearance, but I want to make sure she doesn't have to duck or hunch at all. Now this is kind of a long sequence, so we have a number of shortcuts along the way. Now the shortcuts are great because if you're teaching class, they maximize music dance time, but also they are part of the building blocks that take you into more elaborate variations. Here's shortcut number one, and I actually learned this one from Molly. You can see after getting into skater's position, we exit almost immediately into a send out ending in a left-to-left connection, which is such a great connection. Let's look at a few more details. You can see the rock step triple step has a little closed book, open book feel where we tilt towards each other and then away. Leaders and followers, let yourselves lilt toward your rock step foot and then rebound away from it. For me, after the rock step together, I use my triple step to move out in front of Molly. This helps with the send out feel. From there, you can use the left-to-left connection to lead a basic right side pass. Now leaders, you may notice that I don't always do a 6-count basic. I don't always do step, step, triple step, triple step. Sometimes I do a kick step or a long step hold because it feels more stylish to me. The timing is the same and I end on the same foot. Follows keep your momentum flowing, and all of these substitutions are available for you as well. Do what feels right for you. Shortcut number 2, we move into a more traditional closed position. I put Molly's hand up and over my shoulders, and I try to keep it nice and straight and relaxed. Here it is from a few angles. Here I want to acknowledge that I've stopped starting with the tuck turn and I am starting from open position in crosshand. Follower sense of calm is really important in this variation, as in every variation. If a follower is expecting a snappy turn, there's a chance that you could hit your leader in the face with your elbow going for that turn. So notice if your hand is over your head or your leader's head. And even more telling than that, notice if it's going in a straight, undisturbed, calm line. Always go for the simple, straight thing. As the leader, it is our job to present a fancy thing to you in a gift package. Obvious. Now the full Frankie 6 sequence. Instead of putting Molly's hand over my shoulder as I do in shortcut number 2, I put my hand on Molly's elbow, and from there, it's basically just like a tuck turn, but Molly's elbow is Molly's back. Practice feeling the rock step and tuck turn from this new elbow catch position. Also, full disclosure, as I was doing research for this, I noticed Frankie doesn't do the elbow catch. He puts his hand on the follower's back. Not sure how I learned the elbow catch, but it is his sequence. If you want to do the elbow catch variation, leaders, make sure you get a lot of coverage. Think ahead so you don't dig fingertips into your follower's tricep, and instead wrap your hand around the back of your follower's arm. Here it is from a few angles. Let's look at a few more details. Just like in shortcut number 1, the send out version, I'm really projecting my body forward on that first triple step to help Molly feel how forward the tuck turn is. Molly's not being jumpy or overly eager for the next move. She's keeping herself solid and contained so I can feel her middle in her hand. It's not about guessing right, it's about being curious. There it is, there's the whole sequence. Now practice it, and my advice would be start with some nice, easy 6-count passes so follows you can get in the mindset of things being calm and straight and continuous. From there, randomize. I feel like all of these movements are stronger together. It's super abstract, but as a follower, the success of the move means nothing to us. What we're interested in is preserving the now. Are we going straight? Let's keep on going straight. Straight is the best. Are we standing still? Let's keep on standing still. Standing still is the best. Berries then. I hope you had fun and learned a lot. If you did, click like and subscribe and comment and all the algorithm stuff. If you like the music, it's the Brooks Prumo Orchestra, and you can find a link to buy it in the description. And their new album is coming out, y'all. That's right, album number 3. You're about to hear some new tunes that weren't quite ready for the shooting of this. And half of the money that I make from this YouTube channel goes towards organizations that support African diasporic artists and art to honor the founders of this dance, and the best way to learn how to dance is to dance.
Hey, jump back, I'm gonna kiss myself.